everybody, what's up? As you can see, I'm here on Ipoker. I thought I'd make a different video, so I'm here playing the 20s, and this is a live vid, so hopefully we'll get in 3-4 matches in the time. We'll see how it goes. And this guy I haven't played before. 6-2. I'll limp and see what he does. And he raises me 3.5x, all yours, sir. Alright, 5-9. Alright, he's raised me again. I think he's aggressive. And I'll limp one more time if we can and let him attack it. And then I'm going to change my tactics. Alright, 2-4. Oh, he doesn't attack it at all. And we shall obviously bet here in position, see if we can take it, and we can. Alright, so 2 raises and 1 limp, which is, or one hand he's let me limp, so maybe not very aggressive. Now I'm going to raise him up and see what happens here. He's raised all of his buttons. I want to see if I can get a fold. And we'll know now if he's tight aggressive or loose aggressive, I think. And he folds, so probably closer to tight aggressive. And limp, let him attack it. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. So he's not really all that into attacking my limps, apparently, just that one time. And he's fairly tight post-flop, so he's looking tight aggressive. I think I'll start raising pre-flop pretty aggressively and see how that works. And he folds. Yeah, typical tight aggressive pattern of sort of raise, fold. And now we shall raise in order to put the tight aggressive guy under pressure. And he calls. Not a great pot, not a great flop, I mean, but if in doubt you should c-bet, especially against tight aggressive guys, and we get the fold there. So I'm going to be quite aggressive pre-flop against this guy, c-bet a lot, and 3-bet his pre-flop raises occasionally on junk, as well as good hands, and also check raise him on dry board sometimes, the usual stuff I do against these tight aggressive guys. Queen 7, get called, so the pre-flop raising isn't working as I hoped, but I'm not sure if that's due to the raise size, and he 3-bets me there, he raises me there post-flop, all yours. I'm not sure if that's due to the raise size, or if he's simply pretty stationary, so I shall try a little bit of a larger raise size next time and see how that works, and if that gets called, I'm going to assume that he's calling pretty wide pre-flop, and I'll just cut down and either try and limp more or just raise my really good hands. Alright, let's try the 7-3, slightly bigger raise size. Does that do the trick? Yes, it does. Alright, so we'll go a larger raise size. Maybe the 50 was just getting called a little bit too much. 3-4, monster. And he lets me have it. Thank you very much, sir. And it'd be nice to get a good hand here, which we don't. And I don't like really limp calling with ace-4, but I shall try. So ace-4, that's a nice flop. Now we need to control pot size. Just going to flat him. And yeah, one more. Or am I worried? Yeah, I think one more. And that's a great card. And I'm going to time him down a little bit, bet half pot. Can we get a call? Yes, sir, we can. And does it show here in the chat box what he had? No, it doesn't show. Okay. So 2-1 chip lead, and I'll try limp, which he attacks. Yeah, he's probably a little bit annoyed that I actually had a hand. Well, you know, bad luck. And Queen 5, and he's getting really aggressive pre-flop. So I'm going to raise to stop him raising me, unless I get a great hand, in which case I'll be limp raising. 6-7 is not a great hand, so let's raise it up ourselves, stop him from attacking us, which we do. And c-bet 80. Once again he raises me, so very aggressive, maybe just hit a couple of hands, who knows. Pretty dry flop, so maybe he's just outplaying me there, but if so, good things shall happen, we hope. And he folds one. So he's called all of my raises pre-flop. The only point to raising is basically to stop him from re-raising, not to get folds. Another dry flop, which I'm going to check. And full pot from him, so he's aggressive. Would be nice to hit another hand, and I think we'll get lots of chips if we do. And this one might be time to raise him again. Just think about it a little bit, and 3-bet him, don't shove please. Ugh. Not the greatest timing. Alright then, we should let it go. At least we did it at the 10-20 level, so while it hurt, it didn't quite hurt as much as the higher levels. Looks like he's got pretty aggressive min raise to control him. And I think I'm going to have a little bet here. And he lets me have one, thank goodness. So next time I raise him pre-flop, I think I'm going to have a hand. And min raising still. It's not going to fold to a larger raise, don't have a good hand. Might as well min raise. And alright, I think I'm going to call this. Obviously I don't have a great hand. Just think if I can catch a good flop like this, I might catch a lot of chips. I think I'll raise him straight away, even though I got the nuts. Let's see if we can look like we're bluffing. And yes, we can. Alright, let's get it in, chief. A6, nice hand, sir. And good game. So a bit of patience, and eventually we got that guy. And now we'll move on to our second match. So this is the second match, Octo 3. Someone who I know nothing about. And King 10, I think we started off, I don't know, did we start off the last match with King 10? Anyway. And have a stab, see what he does. What he does is call, and that's a pretty terrible card to barrel or, try and represent. So I think we'll just let him have this one. And no. And no surprise really that I'm good. So he seems to have called on who knows what. So a little loose there, but maybe he had a little draw or something, who knows. Yeah, I'm going to bet a little bigger, I want to protect my 6. Don't really want him to call, and now he has, which is not nice. So I'm going to fire one more barrel here and then give up, I think. And yeah, it hasn't got better. What's he called me on? Ace 2, nice hand, sir. So, passive play from him, alright. Once again, let's see how we go this time. And getting very drawy, I'm going to bet my 9 again. And not so happy. I think I could be beaten here. King 9, better 9. I don't know if I should have fired 3 barrels there. I don't know. I mean, the last river barrel wasn't brilliant. Alright, not going to bet. And okay, so 8 high doesn't have much chance. Beaten by 9 high, getting pipped all day right now. Little min raise from him. He's limped an ace before, I think, so I will be careful. And I'm going to try, see if I can get trapped one more time. If he raises me, I'm definitely folding. And, oh god, is he sitting here with something like pocket 8s or something? I mean, let's try again. Might be just owning myself here. Oh, we won one. You beauty. Hard to know what was going on there. It's kind of hard to read this guy. I think I'm going to try raise an ace jack. Be a little traditional and see what happens. And we get a call. And we get an awful flop. Is he going to donk? No, he's not. I have a little stab. Yeah, not getting a fold on that flop, no surprise. And completely missed. Not looking nice. What's he got? Nothing. Oh my goodness. So he's a little stationary as far as I can tell. Might actually go and have a look at the last hand thing. There it is. So he had ace 10 and called that flop. That's pretty interesting. So he didn't re-raise with ace 10, called on a fairly awful flop. Certainly passive, and I'm not sure really whether to say stationary or not. He hasn't folded anything. I don't mind splitting there. I mean, you know, the way this guy's calling me, I certainly don't want to be bluffing too much. Alright, let's try another bet here. Can we get a fold? No, we cannot. But what we can do is hit, which is very good. Oh, and that's a very nice river. Okay, so obviously I need to chuck this in. I don't know, should I chuck it all in? Am I getting called here? Yeah, we might as well. And we better check what he had there. And he had ace 4, so that was a real cooler for him. And last hand, oh sorry, well hopefully the last hand. Nope, he's hit a king. So I can't really blame him for there getting it all in with trips and the best kicker. And it was a real cool that I hit the river there. King 3, how many big blinds? It's 10, 11, 12. Alright, we'll shove it. It's a little deep for this, but we're going to shove it anyway. Oh, we get owned. Can't hit. And he's back in it. And I'm going to have to play this one a little bit longer by the look of it. Yeah. Oh well. So this match shall go on. Alright, not going to stab. And checks pretty quickly there. I might be good. I would have thought he had nothing from the speed he was checking, and maybe I'm completely wrong. So hard to tell. All I can say is probably lucky that I called this guy, because I got no real idea what's going on anywhere else. Never really sure when he's strong and when he isn't. That's for sure. All right, stab and a fold. Yes, that works. King 8 suited, nice hand. Then he folds to it, getting tight. I wonder if I could raise him up to 50 and get a fold pre-flop. Let us try. And we get called. And it's a pretty horrible flop, and I'm going to just fire and give up. So he's going to hit his calling range really heavily, and I'm just cooked here and giving away chips, which sucks. Yeah, nice. So having a little trouble finishing off. We had him a couple of times and couldn't do it. And alright, I'll call with this, and I've hit this. I can't give it up. If he's got kings or aces, well done. And 20 into a 120 pot. What is this? If he's got kings, alright, he wins. 10s, okay, phew. Alright, so that finally is this match. And we'll try and play another one, at least. Alright, match number 3, and we're up against Pirate 3-3. And for some reason, I just can't imagine this guy is a great player with that nickname. For some reason, it makes me laugh. Pirate 33. Alright, brilliant. And first hand, King 9. 420 raise, and I may have been on the money there about that particular nickname. Thought this guy was going to be a character, and he was. Well played, sir. This is going to be a short match, I suspect. Going to try min raising to control him. Does that work, or does he just shove over the top? And he shoves over the top. He has read the playbook for donkeys, this guy. He knows all the moves. And there's only one way we're going to play this, and that's get it in with a good hand, and ace 10's good enough. And now he limps. Well, I'm going to shove it. And he can just fold. If he wants to be a donkey, I'll be a donkey as well, but obviously I'm being a donkey sort of on my own terms, namely with good cards. I'll limp and let him shove if he wants to, or when we play a pot. There's a surprise. And I call the middle pair. Pretty dangerous spot. Won't be getting too carried away. And not sure if I'm good or not. And that's just a shit river. And when he bets big, oh, so he's controlling me here. I suspect I'm about to pay off a 7, and I should probably fold. Oh, he had a 4, thank you. Hard to tell, but he was pricing me into calling. If you're going to bluff in that spot, people, I suggest that you bluff a little bit bigger. Though, of course, it wasn't the greatest spot to bluff in the straight sort of draw hit. And shoving just all in there after losing a hand. Not very predictable, sir. One little hand would be nice. Ace 8 I'm not going to call his shove on. That's not good enough, I don't think. And min raise will certainly call. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I think I'm going to bet and let myself get trapped if he's got a monster. Oh, horrible river. Now I'm just going to check call. Unless he shoves. Fine, you've trapped me with a 6, have you? Yes, of course you had Jack 6 and hit it on the turn. Oops. But he's such a unpredictable player, I'm not really sure if that was a good call or a bad call. But I was happy to make it. Hopefully it'll pay off if I can get your hand. And we've caught half a hand here. Let's fire another barrel. Thank you, sir. And maybe I should have folded. I don't know, it was a big bet. Was he really likely to be bluffing? Who knows? Hard to tell. He's a pirate after all. Alright, min raise back. Easy to call and not a great flop. I think we're going to be cooked here. Easy trapping. Doesn't really matter because I'll bet half pot. I'll bite here. Shove. No. And that should control him on the river. Has he got King X? No, he doesn't. Let's check what he had. So re-raise me on 9-2. Well played, sir. And 7-3 doesn't look too good. I think he might be weak here. But don't think I'm going to bluff this guy after he called me on 9-2. On Ace King 10 board. Oh, yours, sir. So 1240 chips and not much going on. Just basically waiting for a monster, I think. And 3-3 is not that monster. Oh, God, he 3-bets me again. That's a nice flop, though. And he hasn't folded any other spots, so I might as well bet here. If he's got a 4, I'm just going to cry. He's re-raised me pre-flop. Can he really have a 4? And yeah, I think if he's got the hand, he wins. Simple as that. Can't picture him having a 4 here. Looks like he's just betting to block me. And he didn't have a 4. He had. What was that last hand? Queen Jack, so he hit his queen on the river. Couldn't fold it. And yeah, what more can I say? And 10-8, think I'm going to fold. He's probably ready to shove. Let him calm down a little bit while I fold a few hands and try and catch something good. And 4 queen is not something good. And he's calmed down, good sir. And I think think I'll check and now bet, and then check the river and let him bluff at me if he wants to. Alright, Jack 7. Min raise it. Does he shove? Yes, he does. So not much we can do without cards. Can try and control him with min raises and that sort of thing, but it doesn't always work. And we're just going to have to catch a hand. Simple as that. Got a minute 15 left in this blind level, and the next blind level is 2040. So we've got time. Pocket 5s for 25 big blinds. Alright, I'm calling. And we've got only one overcard. Oh, sweet flop. Bit of an action flop. Uh-oh. And we survived the river. I was a bit worried there. Action flop and action turn. That was tough. Okay, so that's the third match. And I think we might fit in one more. And this is the fourth match against Allaher. And none of these guys I've ever seen before in my life. Let's see how this one goes. Limp Queen 7. Okay. Not sure if he knows me or not. Obviously fold the Queen 7. Maybe he's just being polite, or maybe he's a HeadsUp.com member. Who knows? And second raise there. Let him get away with this for a bit, then we'll see how he reacts to a 3-bet pre-flop. Why am I playing 20s? I'm making a video, so that's why. Alright, so obviously this person has some idea who I am, and he's going to have a nice story to tell when he beats me, most likely. Made a video, and I beat the guy. Huh? These coaches know nothing. Right, let's try a little raise here. Just try it to 50, see what effect that gets. See if I can advertise the site too. Only if you're a member of HeadsUp.com, mate. Sorry, can't be giving away. Now here this cost me 90. Obviously King 6 is not a great hand, and I think I'll just let it go. Pretty close to calling, to tell you the truth. Alright, and he knows. So not much happening here. Getting out aggressed pre-flop a little bit. And we shall try the min raise. What happens when we min raise? Once again, 3-bet fine. Alright, this is what I'm calling. And hit top pair. Should I let it go? Who knows? If I get check raise, what should I do? I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Can I see him on pocket 5s? No. If I check here, I'm risking an overcard coming, which I don't like the idea of. But I think we'll have to do that. And I think we should be good here, surely. Ace 9. Never mind. I mean, I figured the chances of the overcard there, I think it's what? He's only got 6 outs. So I think about 87.5%. And I could control pot size, but that didn't work very well. Alright, let's see what happens when I'm in raise this time. He's attacked all of my raises before. And oh, he calls, and we hit rather a nice flop. I try betting 20, see what that does. Looks really weak, obviously, and that's a nice turn. I'm just going to bet 20 again and see if I can get a bite out of him. And he's probably missed whatever he had. Not looking very very strong 60. Can't get too greedy here. Get a call if he's got a jack or maybe even a 10. And maybe get a re-raise. No. And let's see what he had. I'll just go have a look at the last hand there. So, betting little. Oh, he had a jack. He had jack 10 there. So I could have been more aggressive, but never mind. I was hoping for him to be aggressive, but he wasn't. He was pretty tight post-flop, actually. Alright, this might get my min raises more respect. The fact that I min raised with king. Nope. So he's been quite aggressive pre-flop. And he managed to avoid my pocket kings. Well done to him. I think it's time for me to fight back here. And he folds. Nice timing, sir. Nice timing indeed. Alright, and we try the min raise. Does he attack it? No, he just flat calls. So we'll have we'll bet here, 60. I wonder if he's going to think that I'm weak because I'm betting more there. It's kind of like a bet sizing tell, isn't it? Betting 20 before and then 60 this time, but never mind. And I really do want to raise him pre-flop, and he just keeps folding at the right time. I mean, obviously 2-5 is not a great hand, but I'm prepared to raise this guy. I think I'll limp. Is he going to attack it? No, he's not. We hit a little draw here. Might just check it and play a small pot. And no, I just fold it. So 16 to the 40 pot worked. Kind of annoying that he hit that 9 there too, on that previous hand where he rivered me. And here we go, time to raise him now. What happens if I put him up to 200? First 3-bet of the match, and he folds. Alright, that worked. And I suspect he's going to want to do that to me soon. So, I'm going to limp. I'm not going to raise and have him 3-bet me. And that looks like a decent flop. Might check, not to worry about kings or aces coming. Fair chance that I'm ahead. Yep. He hadn't raised pre-flop, which is why I wasn't worried about kings or aces there. So I felt that, almost any card was going to be fine for me. King 7 suited, not really good enough to call a raise. I know a lot of people play suited kings way down. I like to play that king 9. I've got pretty tight calling range often. And 2-3, an aggressive opponent might just fold that one. And 3-7. I raised him pre-flop not too long ago, so I won't be doing it again for a little bit. And he's folding or he's raising. Pretty typical tight aggressive approach. And what's probably atypical is the fact that he's re-raising or 3-betting my limp so much. Not a great flop, but we shall have a go. Better to see bet than not. And we get a fold. Lovely. So kind of an interesting mixture, this guy. Not only is he quite aggressive pre-flop, but post-flop quite tight. Problem is I can't get that many pots against him because he's so aggressive pre-flop. But never mind. Alright, 5-4. Blinds have gone up. He's timing and he's going to fold. Good. So, like a sort of typical tight aggressive game, it's a pre-flop battle. And I suspect this match is going to go a while, and then we'll probably get it in on a flip. And the way I've been running today, perhaps I'll run good. Alright, King 5. Calls. And I think I can stab and take this one down unless he's hit an 8, which is not too likely. Yep, so really tight post flop, which is nice, kind of keeping me in the game. And if he does call me, then I'll be getting out of town pretty quickly there. I won't be firing second barrels and stuff, considering how tight been, he deserves a little bit of respect. I mean, he's certainly created a tight enough post-flop image. Alright, once again, another flop that I can represent. So I'm going to bet my 100 here. And he did check pretty quickly. I hope he hasn't hit this. Timing. And he raises. So the quick check was the indication that he thinks he's hit it. All yours, sir. And that hurts, just when you think you're getting ahead. Alright, A7. I'm not going to get aggressive after I've lost the pot and do something silly. And I'm not going to raise him here. He did that to me the previous hand, and he'll just think that I'm doing it because I'm sort of annoyed at losing that hand. Alright, let's try the link with Jack. How does that go? Can we get a raise? No, we can't. Meh, it's annoying. Oh, that's an interesting card. That's basically half his calling range right there. We are in trouble. Unless he's got some sort of draw. Have a draw, please. Yep, and what did he have? He had King 4, so the bottom pair. Alright, that works. And top pair in a very fragile situation. Don't want to see a Jack or King come, obviously. Or a Queen, or a 10, or a bunch of cards. I'm going to bet here. I think I could well be good, and I want to find out. And I do not want to give him a free card on the turn. That free, oh, crikey. All in. Well, I guess I've got to give it up. Looks like 2 pair, or a better ace, so all yours, sir. I'd like to know what he had, but it's not going to show me, I don't think. Alright, we'll fold this, and that's kind of annoying. Just the board was a bit wet for me to check call. And, alright. This is the one where we're going to check raise him on the flop. No, we're not. We're going to bet aggressively on the turn. And now again aggressively on the turn. Don't you dare have a 3 or a 5. Oh, pocket 4s. Well, I gave him every chance to fold, so I think I played that reasonably well. Not sure about his call. Don't know what he's beating. I think I bet half here. And get a fold. That's good, so I know, at least for my bet sizing, half will do the trick. I'm actually quite shocked that he called on pocket 4s there. Yeah, I think double paired board. I suppose he thinks that I might have an ace. It's possible. Not sure if it was a great call, but it worked out, so good for him. Alright, so 1,070 chips is that? Yep. And not a very good hand. So we shall be patient. I think he's due for a 3-bet pre-flop soon. Then again, do I need to? I mean, I'm sort of taking my share of the blinds. Yeah, I think I do need to. Let's go. Oh, and he folds. Such good timing whenever I want to 3-bet him on junk. He's folding. Well done, sir. Alright. Surely he can't have hit this. Is he going to make a move? Nope. So he's been pretty straight up, straightforward, you know, only really showing interest when he's got something. And I think it's time. Don't shove. Thank you, sir. And I wonder if he's going to want to do the same thing to me. So therefore I will fold this just in case he's got the urge to attack my raise. Perhaps that's me being a little conservative. Queen 9, good enough to call, good enough to miss with, and we can have a crack. We've got a gut shot, we've got a flush draw, and that's a pretty shit card. Got a bet now, 240, and hope he doesn't have a jack. Oh, thank goodness for that. So, second barrel there. If he ever does get hold of this video, he'll probably be quite annoyed. Alright, so we're up to 1360, and it's actually a reasonably tough match, just from the point of view that haven't quite hit that many hands, and he's tight, haven't managed to grind him down much. Alright, 6-7, try raise, and he folds, thank you. So he's really tightened up now. And this will be the last match of the video, for sure, as it's taking quite a while. Alright, 4-3. And I don't mind what I raise, or obviously what I 3-bet against this guy. And half pot's enough to get a fold if he's got nothing. And he doesn't have nothing, so I'm going to have to hit a 3 or a 4 here, or a 5. And we don't, and I think I'm just cooked here. I think he's going to have to come up with a 10 or a 6. Probably the 10, or is it, or the 6? Ugh. Completely random 2 overcards and binks on the river. And if I fire the second barrel, he's going to fold. Surprise! So that's the second river he's caught, which is probably the difference in his match so far. Alright, A7. If he shoves, I'm going to have to fold. Yep, okay, he doesn't shove. And 30-60 blinds, which we've been at for quite a while now, but sort of, you can get a feel for the blind structure here. It goes up fairly quickly. I think I'll fold my 5-2. So we're still in the match. 2 double ups and we've won it. Just got to catch 2 double ups. And he folds my 4-7. Thank you, sir. Let's try and grind our way back in. Raise 4-2. And he folds. Thank you, sir. I think I could also have an advantage in push fold if we get that far, because he does look very, very tight. So as long as I don't run into a hand, that could be a good source of chips for me. Alright, Ace-3, don't shove, please. Thank you. And yeah, tight guys, tight aggressive players. Battle of the blinds, raise fold, everyone goes home happy. But not the most exciting poker, unfortunately, but what can you do? It's a live video, and whatever comes, comes. And let this one go. We've raised our fair share of junk, that's for sure. And King 3, oh, not good, but we'll call. And he hasn't bet these flops when he's missed them, I think. So therefore, I shall let him have it. He might be just firing at a C-bet, but I don't think I'm going to fold. I don't think I'm going to call there or raising. I think the problem is I'll get calls from stuff like Jack 10 and that sort of thing. It's not going to work out so well. Not a nice pot, because this will hit his calling range really heavily, and I think I'll check it down. Now he's thinking and betting, and yeah, I'm really ready to give that up. He hasn't called much pre-flop, and I think that's going to hit him. So, all yours. Down to 1,000. Not much is going my way. All I can think is I shall do my best. And 9-2, I'm not going to go there. So what's my plan? It's basically more of the same, and it's not really getting me far, but I'm not sort of losing much ground either. I think this is a shove considering how deep we are, and he folds. Thank you. So I would have shoved Ace-9 over his raise there. And raise this, please fold, sir. Thank you. is tight pre-flop. And we've got 2 minutes left before we get to the 50, 100 blinds, and at that stage I'm going to get really aggressive. This is not nice. I've hit top pair, but it's a very wet board. I think what I'm going to do is check call, and if there's no spade, I'll get it in on the turn. And alright, don't have ace queen or queen nine. It wouldn't be funny. Thank you. So, back in the game. I'm going to try a raise. Don't get annoyed and shove on me. 3 bets, so I should have folded after taking the pot off him. Or maybe it's sort of him being annoyed, or maybe it was just catching a hand. Here we go, chuck it in. Might be a flip if he calls. And he folds. Alright, don't want a 3-bet there to like 360, have him call, and be in a really awkward spot post-flop. And now I'm going to fold after taking a pot off him, just to stop him from getting too aggressive. And Jack 2, not much I can do with that, and we've got a minute and 15 until the blinds go up and things go crazy. At 8-3, my turn to raise, your turn to fold, in case you didn't know. Thank you. And he did. So 1300 chips. Don't think I've been in the lead, like, you know, pretty much the whole match, it feels like. And what's he going to do with this? He raises. That's not a bad flop. And I'm going to call, and then I'm going to fire the turn. So this will be repeating the pattern of before, where I did this before, and he shoved over me. So I'm going to see if he wants to shove over me here. Sort of, you know, can I get him to repeat his pattern from earlier? Yes, pretty much. And how much have I got left? No, I think I just chuck it in. Uh-oh. That's good, I'm good. So, my great trap didn't really work because it was just a cooler, but it was a plan. Alright, ace 4, got to go in. He's only got 4 big blinds. No doubt he can call and double up. Yep, that's a lock for him. And now he's at 800. Oh, 2 pair, nice answer. Don't think I've won a push, or full house. Don't think I've won a push when they're down to 300 or 400 on Ipoker in like 25, 30 games. Feels that way. Alright, king 2, don't shove please. And if he does raise, alright, if he had a min raise or something, I just have to let it go. It's too shallow, the min raise and fold, I think. And I'm going to have to get aggressive here. Can I catch anything to be aggressive with? King 4, 10 big blinds or 9 big blinds, let it go. And he folds. So here I'm going to be quite aggressive in the push shove because I know that he's going to be pretty passive. Well, at least from his calling. King 7 is close, don't shove. Meh. He's being very aggressive in his shoving. Alright, I'll shove with it, even if we can't call with it. And get my turn to hit, please. Oh, this is a bit rough. So, oh, on the turn, thank you. So that is that. That's 4 matches on Ipoker, live matches. And I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a change of pace. And until next time, I hope you run good.